Well, when you ask that question itself, the connection is already made. Because when you have that urge to meet me or connect to me, it has already happened. Because otherwise, there are 7.5 billion people in the world. You did not feel that connection with other people, right? Or maybe you did not feel that consistent connection with somebody. That only means that we are already connected. Now, physical connection has much lesser value, because physical body, physical presence, space, they are temporary. But there is a deeper consciousness connection which is more permanent, and that stays forever. So when you are thinking about me, when your mind is with me, you are with me. When you are when your mind is not with me, even if you are physically here, you're not with me. So many people who wants to be in my presence. Of course, now the ashrams are coming up, so I'll have more consistent presence in one place, so that we can meet more consistently, or at least for a period of time, because there are spaces coming up. That's a good positive thing. But apart from that, when you think about me, you're connected to me. And when you really connect to me, you will start feeling the vibration, and you start feeling the presence. So the secret is consistent connection. Second is conviction. You should believe in it. See, the normally what we believe in is something which we don't know of. So you need to believe in yourself fully. You need to connect to yourself and believe in yourself fully. And then you will start believing in me, or I am insignificant that way. When you start believing in yourself, you'll start connecting to something which is stable and permanent. So that connection automatically happens, whether you want it or not. And when a source is clear, when the source is clear, as I told you earlier, certain benchmark, is the source transformative? Is there a transformation happening? That's a clear source. If it is just for the sake of some words, some wisdom, and nothing is happening, then that source is probably not so permanent either. So the true connection is transformative. So when you're deeply connected to me, there are a lot of people who gets transformed in that connection spontaneously. Not through a practice, through connection, consistent connection. And one of the major things which I have seen, or which I can, as a benchmark, you can say that less tamas, less energy imbalance, less inertia, less laziness, means more energy for action. That's a clear sign of good connection. So if that is not existing, like you're lazy, you're feeling uninspired, or things like that, then the connection is not so clear. So what we need to do is to establish a stronger connection. And that connection means you will actually feel the vibration. You'll be self motivated, you'll be self inspired, you will want to do big things in life, and you will know that you can do it, because there's a force behind you which is consistent, like a rock steady. So that's a clear sign of good connection. So connection is, it's almost like television. When the channel connection is good, you have clarity of picture, good picture quality. That is exactly how it is. So when you really want to connect, you can feel, okay, can I feel him inside? So if I live in your heart and you live in my heart, our connection is clear. But many times it's that we are connecting with an expectation. Conditional connection doesn't hold water. It doesn't stay longer. At some point in time, something happens, people get distracted. But unconditional connection, whatever happens, I'm connected, and connected steady. No imbalance, no doubts. As I told earlier, doubts are very dangerous. No doubts, no imbalances, steady connection. You will be inspired automatically. You will feel, okay, I am Mohanji. You will get that feeling, I am Mohanji. When I wake up in the morning, I know what to do. I will never have a confusion. There's no confusion. Oh, what should I do now? Should I do this today? And the I factor, the me factor will dissolve consistently. And then it's a collaboration, one consciousness operating through bodies, many bodies. And that feeling, not just feeling, it'll actually have that effect in life. And that will be a very, very, very powerful situation. And this is how the unification or unity of consciousness happens. Consistent connection, conviction, and also you should not doubt it. There should be no doubt. Should be. And then a few detrimental factors. One, of course, I told, doubt. Second is possessiveness. Third is ownership. They are all things which separates people. When you try to control somebody, they tend to slip away. So, oh, this is mine, I want to hold it on, I want to own it for myself. Never works. It never works, because then automatically there'll be alienation, there'll be disappointment, there'll be criticism, there'll be judgment, then all sorts of Pandora's box gets opened. But we need to know that nobody can own anybody. It's a consistent flow of energy. Energy is here to elevate consciousness, and that's exactly what we are collaborating for, what we are uniting for, and that's what it is, and that's about it. And in this whole bargain, everybody gets elevated. That's a show, that's a drama. So we have to understand, and the whole thing is about freedom. I'm free, you're free, so that we have a relationship. That freedom is the core of the relationship. I am free, I keep you free, or we are all free. Freedom minus freedom, there's no relationship. It's conditional. Conditional doesn't stay. Freedom unites us. Freedom to be with you or not to be with you. Freedom of connection. Freedom does not mean the freedom of mind or intellect or ego. Freedom means freedom of being. Our soul is free, just like that. Soul is free to leave the body anytime. It's like a tenant, can leave, vacate anytime. And that free we are. Actually, when we know we are the soul, we know we are free. Then what is binding? Our ownership, our possessiveness, our connection to certain things, situations, our emotions, they are binding. They are the binding factor. Otherwise, we have no binding. We are free. Soul is free. So our relation should be also free. Then that's true relationship. If I own you, if I bind you, if I control you, if I manipulate you, then I'm stuck, you're stuck. So true relationship should not have any of these things. That's why I said those who praise you want to manipulate you also, like that. So, but when you're connected, it's not physical connection. Physical connection can happen once in a while to know that I'm alive and you are alive. But apart from that, there's no need. But consciousness connection, there's a need for elevation of the consciousness, elevation of awareness, so that we make use of this life well. That's the most important thing.